Why I betrayed Wontumi. Manager sorrowfully confesses. Now, Bernard Enchi, born on the first day of March in 1976. He went to Prempeh College right there in Kumasi. Right after that, he decided to go into business. The man who had no regard for the flora and fauna of our country went around mining in water bodies and forest reserves, according to the Attorney General. Felling trees with no authorized documents, with brazen foolhardiness. He even imported Chinese to come here and support his destruction of our forests and water bodies, allegedly. My brother, my sister, this is Chairman Wontumi. He is the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP. And at a point, he became so powerful, he just fell short of comparing himself to the Asantehene. When he said that he had a whole empire to himself right in the Ashanti Kingdom, Asantehene felt threatened and asked for him to be hauled before Manshia to show where his empire was. He faked sickness, and later they were able to resolve issues. A prophet by name, Prophet Roger, came out a couple of days ago on Captain Smart's show on Onia TV and told the whole Ghana that he had seen in the spirit, to those of you who believe in the spirit, that Chairman Wontumi is going to jail for 15 years. And the whole Ghana has been looking at this, almost applauding, because Wontumi became a signia of crime and a multiplicity of arrogance. Say that again, Black Rasta. He became a signia of crime and a multiplicity of arrogance. Can I break it down? My brother, my sister, if you were looking for arrogance and you couldn't find, and you met Chairman Wontumi, that's arrogance. Ignorance, that's him. Brazen foolishness, that is this man. For him, if he's richer than you, he's better than you. He owned a TV station and a couple of radio stations. He owned 70 trucks, which he used to carry gold all over the mining area of the Ashanti region and beyond. He owned excavators, backhoes, my brother, my sister, and more. He boasted about how many luxury cars he owned. And when he was asked to name them, he said, I have all kinds of luxury cars in the world. Just mention them. Right from the Maybachs, all the way down to the Ferraris. Oh, the V8s were a commonality in his common sense of riches. He had built a whole kingdom for himself at the expense of the average Ghanaian. People were dying. Galamsey was killing us. Flora and fauna were going down. My brother, my sister, he boasted on TV how he didn't believe in forest reserves because the white man came into our country and he decided to institutionalize all these forest reserves in order to prevent people from going in there to mine. So he, the kingpin of Galamsey that he felt he was, he had to go into those areas, supported by political power. This idiot didn't care how much they destroyed the land. And to make it worse, the president of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, came out and told all Ghanaians that Wontumi and his Akunta mining were not involved in anything Galamsey. Yet, there was strong evidence that this guy was mining in water bodies, mining in forest reserves, which he himself had told to Paul Adum Ochre on his show, how forest reserves were inundated with precious pearls and minerals. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, my brother, my sister, the president of the republic at the time, told us this. My brother, my sister, there was a report that came out from the bosom of Professor Frimpong Boateng, who was the head and the chairman of a certain mining committee of parliament. My brother, my sister. And he wrote point blank, after research and after investigations, that Chairman Wontumi and his Akunta mining were destroying the flora and fauna of the nation. And he pinpointed him for prosecution. When he presented the document to the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, he sat on it, as we say in Ghana, and shelved it, was not ready to release it. Time went by. So much water had gone under the bridge, and it looked like the good old professor who recently received a prestigious award in Germany for his exploits. He was the very first African right here in Ghana to perform an open heart surgery. My brother, my sister, he even opened the cardio center right here in Ghana. He is not a man you can toy with. But when he wrote his research and findings and sent that to the president looked into it and realized his darling boy, the chairman of the Ashanti region, my brother, my sister, Chairman Wontumi, a financier of the party, was pinpointed into it. He decided to throw away the report. Somebody advised Frimpong Boateng, this report, if you don't leak it, a time will come when they would say that you only had a committee, presided over it, drank tea, and went to bed like most other people do. So in Ghana, committee has been nicknamed Konum tea. They go and drink tea. Konum tea. My brother, my sister, at the end of the day, the report was leaked to the media. We saw the report and we put pressure on the president. Why are you not acting on this? In fact, the president's own cousin, his nephew, Gabi Asari Ochridakon, was also pinpointed in this story. Gabi Asari Ochridakon was pinpointed and earmarked as one of those facilitating Galamsey. In fact, going to court to support Galamseyers, illegal miners who were destroying our country. Gabi got angry and went to court with Professor Frimpong Boateng. Do you know how the issue ended? My brother, my sister, the president looked at the report. His darling boy, Bernard Enchibo Siakon, aka Chairman Wontumi with no common sense. Gabi Asari Ochridakon, the king of fashion, born in Chelsea, gallivanting in the corridors of power. He could make or unmake anybody. In fact, including turning a man into a woman using political power. He could bring on or take off anybody that was appointed. After all, his uncle from Chebi was the president. At a point, many people believed Gabi was the one running the country and not the little dwarf in power. My brother, my sister, all these powerhouses were fingered in the wrong places right in that report. Mr. President threw it away. When we put pressure on the president, come here! When we put pressure on the president, you know what he did? he came out and responded that in fact, everything that the good old Professor Frimpong Boateng had written, all in the name of a certain report, was vindictive. Blakk Rasta, break it down. What does it mean when we say somebody is being vindictive? It means, what come here? You bite me, me too, I go bite you. That is vindictiveness. You touch me, I touch you. That was what the president said. And that there was no shred of evidence, no iota of truth, no scintilla of justice had been done in that report. Hallelujah. And Frimpong Boateng was victimized. In fact, he was demonized. As of last month when I spoke with him, he was still running in and out of court with Gabi Asare-Otchere-Darko over this report. And Wontumi became as free as a stadium atom on heat, flying in all nooks and crannies, every crevice and every fissure. Hallelujah. Today, my brother, my sister, even with Jesus Christ and his close-knitted disciples, there was one rat, Judas Iscariot. One of his managers decided to come out and tell himself, hey, Eddie, this is the guy. He knows everything about Chairman Wontumi. His taste of women, his disregard for authority and law, his brazen foolhardiness when it comes to money. And he said, when they went to court together, they put handcuffs on him and Chairman Wontumi. But party members who came to the court, they were all saying, free Wontumi, free Wontumi, free Wontumi. And here you can see them together. They were chained together with police people following them, armed to the teeth. Yet party members were only chanting the name of Wontumi, free Wontumi, free Wontumi, free Wontumi. And he felt that, hey, so Wontumi is the only human being. We are chained together. I'm going through the same heat or even more. And you people are chanting, free Wontumi, free Wontumi. People came and sat down there. Some were there doing yoga like Afenyo marking. My brother, my sister, these are the people who do not respect the nation. They are nation wreckers. 8 years in power, no common sense of patriotism. They are not even ashamed. People's grandfathers with bald heads and grace all over them, they go and sit down and ask for a common criminal like that to be freed. Some of them knowing for sure that this guy is a hardened criminal, as has been authenticated by authorities. But because party hienska and tiebe say o maino asasino yebe say ni nyina skano ye de be mark party. Look at the mentality, my brother, my sister. So Eddie decided to tell himself that, I have children to take care of. No party member has ever called me since we have been going to and fro court to say, Eddie, we see the good work you are doing, everything would be okay. No court, no party member. And then he ran to the Attorney General and told the Attorney General, please, I have sinned against the country and sinned against man and woman. Me too, I have children. What I have helped Wontumi do, I regret it. I want to run into your house for shelter. Can you help me? So he became a witness for the prosecutor. He signed the documents and he decided to go behind Wontumi and deal with him. The Attorney General brought a new charge sheet and he withdrew charges against Akunta Mining's general manager, Edward Ekwaku, after he offered to testify for the state in Wontumi's Tano Nimeri Forest Galamsey trial. Oh, Jesus. And this is it. Which people have been sued? Akunta Mining Company Limited, Bernard Entry Bosiaku, aka Chairman Wontumi, Kwame Entry, he's at large. He has run away after destroying our country. Edward Ekwaku, that's the guy we are dealing with. That's the fourth accused. And the fifth accused is Kojo Owusu Bempa, aka Sly. He has also run away. So they facilitated the running away of two of them. And two of them are now here. I'm sure Eddie told himself, minimi anka misumi dwane ye. Enuna, Bempa dwane. Ba akono so, we dwane. Omu woma. Midye. Ya dada me say lawyer for wo ha metuma buan. And there kokota free chairman Wontumi, free chairman Wontumi onunkwa na nipa. Excuse my language. In the voice of Calibos. The boss with only one S. My brother, my sister. So he decided to do the needful. When he met with the Attorney General, come here! The Attorney General told him point blank, I am not telling you to lie. Where I come from, our ancestors are so much against lies. Where I come from in Zwarungu, when you lie, you will never become a human being again. I want you to speak the truth, 100% truth. Are you ready to do that? He said, he was speaking tree with the man. The man was trying his tree, mixed with some frafra and some English and all that. Mi do nyami meye. Ubaye. Pat pacho meye pa. Man kan tro. Ubaye. Mi do nyami meye. My brother, my sister, he articulated himself. In fact, at the end of the meeting, he was shedding tears. What he had gone through. No party member ever called him. In fact, to solidarize with him. Nobody ever sent his children at home a penny, his wife. Everybody was only about Chairman Wontumi. My brother, my sister, Chairman Wontumi, it was only Chairman Wontumi. Nobody was interested in talking to him. So he felt very comfortable in the bosom of the Attorney General. Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayine, the Zwarungu boy. Listen to him in his own words as he spoke with my colleague Kwame Tikesie. That's him here on OKFM. In fact, he's so passionate. He's sad. Listen. He spoke in tree.
So be akura who say asem no kura ba ni say na me chema wunti. E to se bio sebe e da ye call court IP amanfo hu say handcuff e bo me ne chema wunti nsa. Party mpanimfo bebiri kura musa ahwehwe me. Me hu say me di agora me. Say na party for kura koye you know me no be gina call free chema wunti social media. Kwa me what is free of yokoda.
Bi amunimu
Kwame eno ni asem no eno nti na meka sa asem ba ne yenimu wa no hwe wana mo yi because yenimu Sabi asam na ba mi hu so obi anim me. Nti eni se me de me ho toto sabi miwura. Nti to cut a long story short no. Ye boy yakwa adu ye after ye me nya bill. Ewo ma na me ne mpenfo kasa na mpenfo se be. Ekuro kwa asam na aba no. The best bet for you is say we be accepted to be a prosecution witness. Because something now we should investigate.
Metewasia. Edu baby no anhwe yi a ani watch ama Wontumi so anhwe yi a wo ando de ubetimi akodam eti ese oputi
wa ga no akodam ko ya kure hu tell you for me but ama Wontumi de ye me hu ni say nya me mfa sa ma o the one we akodam ko ahwe obenya presidential pardon that be of power but wa ha me obi akran kai me obi aso ya free chairman Wontumi obi e chairman Wontumi ya no obi agree no ho me so kwa me me obi ni ba o sa me wayiri o me wo ma me wo busia e ba se ni me busia ha de bia me ba me frem papa frem me so my lucky ma me ni papa nyina tia so o ma nyine ba o tia enti de tia na se me je ho mi so okay se me what the option say aban say what you can you win aban ka se me nko twan kontompo ti chema Wontumi so let people take note na me ka kwa no video se me ntwan kontompo so ti chema Wontumi so da Nemom no kura me nim de meka. Me nya me pa. Me nya makoto.
Na mama bi sa ade bi wa ha. Wa mu no ebra ye gya wo no mo kan se ye be gya wo. Nemom be prosecution witness na ka de wunim.
There be the tie no se me ne attorney general fia no. Wono attorney general kan di ka ka kire me se pese me ya majen se me be cancer to Chairman Wontumi so just to make me look clean na ono ne ho nkire no me mo so pese o ka kire me se o mo so wa dance le bi about me me se me ntwa kontompo se me twa kontompo a me ho be kire me e na wonu se kwa me witness no court mbrem se royal witness na uko countro wa bra dance yo sa so mo kan obo ayi me yo hostile witness
yes
Oba yo hostile witness.
I want to be the page you crab ball line and the
hostile witness. You are witness accused person. Because just why I want to be judged and do the judge at home. And you are going to get a chance. I said, Makuma told me, look, let me cancel and to Chairman Wontumi. No, that's not what we want. But you have no credit. And I'm saying, Matty, thank you.
Me ba me bo. Se no kura bi wo wa e betimi Chairman Wontumi so akoto afiase a. Eno so te sen.
There be na make us say no kura na me no e ye court ne be decide say sa no kura no e de Chairman Wontumi be kwa afiase na mfa no kwa afiase enti no me nko ho.
That was what exactly he said that I told you. He was very sad that nobody showed him love. He was terribly sad that nobody from the party cared about him. And he felt that Chairman Wontumi was only about himself. And if there was an opportunity for him alone to be freed, for this guy to go in, he will do it. And what he said that even punctured my heart and poured out emotion was that one day somebody might come in and say, oh, they want to give Chairman Wontumi a certain presidential pardon, some amnesty, because it's Chairman Wontumi. As for him, nobody knows him. He will have the presidential pardon. He would also have the amnesty whilst he is still languishing there. After all, he was the man on the ground. Chairman Wontumi was only in the office directing them as to what to do. When he was asked, are you going to tell the court the damning things that everybody is expecting that will take Wontumi to jail? He said, it is not about making somebody go to jail or whatever. It's about speaking the truth. It is the court that will decide whether what I am saying will take anybody to jail or not. And I thought that he spoke very well. My brother, my sister, he spoke with Kwame Tikese on OKFM. And my brother, I think he has taken a very, very, very good decision. Right now, he's in the bosom of the Attorney General. And the whole of Ghana is applauding him. Because Wontumi has made enough enemies for himself. Because of his foolhardiness. And because of his arrogance. When Nana Addo was in power. And the fact that the president himself came out and told the whole Ghana that Wontumi was not engaged in any form of galamsey. I think that when the Attorney General succeeds in putting away Wontumi, the next person should be the President of the Republic. For coming out to say to every Ghanaian that Wontumi was not involved in galamsey, when committees that were put in place came out to say that he was engaged in galamsey. To Eddie, I want to congratulate you. You've made a very good decision. Nobody should ever sacrifice himself for the untouchables. After all, they don't care about us.